Hola guys and girls, and welcome to GBA Season 8 Week 3. We are up versus the Melbourne, I have no idea how to pronounce it properly, Rotoms, CybertronVGC. This is a divisional matchup, so this means he is in my division and we are fighting for the same player spot. So very important match. Of course, I did not face Aaron before in League format. He is completely new to the format and he just joined the GBA, so there's no history between us. Cybertron currently having the same record as me, actually being in front of me, just due to differential. He lost week 1 to Joel, he won the week after that to Joey, aka Pokémon, so he is adapting very quickly to the singles and league format, so he's an opponent to look out for. So that is all about the history of the match, not too much going into yet. We will face him once again, but yeah, before we now start doing the whole dream period thing, I of course uploaded a team builder. The link to that is in the description, so you can check that out to get more in detail what my team is about, what his team is about, what his biggest threats are, what my biggest threats are, what my game plan is into his match. But for all which don't have the time for that, I got on my team a Sharpbeak, Tornadus Incarnate, a Calm Mind Tapu Fini, then what's it called, Fighting Berry, Choppleberry, Cobalion, Mega Manectric, Physical Defensive Lurantis, and Choice Scarf Kyurem. And before we now look at Aaron's team, I actually forgot to shout out the people I always shout out at the beginning. So shoutouts to Arahpthos for joining this team for me. His links will be in the description. And of course shout out to the Word once again for recording this match for me. Like you're not aware, I cannot gen on my own. I definitely do not breed the teams. I'm just too lazy. I might actually have the time, but I'm too lazy. And sorry, still a bit sick. And of course, shout out to the Word for recording this match for me. I do not have an own capture card, that's why these are post-narrated, and I can only basically be in the GBA because of the help of people like Word who record these matches for me, so I can post-narrate them for you. So definitely give both of them a look. Link to their channels and Twitter will be in the description. So, now, looking at our opponent's team, he brought the Mimikyu, the Katana, the Mega Swampert, Ludicolo, Porygon Z, and the Pelipper. So, no surprise about 5 of these monsters, but Porygon I am a bit surprised, so I have to look out for that because I do not have the most intense prep for the Porygon, but the rest was no surprise at all. Of course, the Raincore Pelipper was a no-brainer. Pelipper would be there, of course. And then there are some of the Rain Sweepers being, in this case, Ludicolo and Mega Swampert, and then of course Katana and Mimikyu. So I'm not too surprised by that. So yeah, I'm feeling confident going into this match. Like I said, my Rain matchup is decent, I want to say. I have some good water resist and monsters which can deal with that. But yeah, looking at his team, nothing outside of Rain, barring a Scarfer, does outspeed my Tornadus, and the most likely leads I see on his part is the Pelipper. And yeah, basically the Pelipper. That's the most likely lead to see on his part is the Pelipper, just to start getting the Rain up and then doing his thing right away. So I want to lead with my Tornadus, starting right away with leading that because he has no flying resist on his team, and once the Rain is up, I of course have Sharpbeak boosted Hurricanes from that thing, which can potentially OHKO a Pelipper depending on the spread. So yeah, and if he has anything else I don't want to deal with, I can just U-turn out or Heatwave the Katana, stuff like that. So I decided to just lead with my Mr. Bro going into this match. So, you are challenged by Pokémon Draft CybertronVGC. Definitely the first time I'm reading this, and definitely, yeah, did not expect to read this ever in my life, but here we go. Leading with my Tornadus, he sends out his Mimikyu actually. So I am compelled to just U-turn out right here. Do not want to take a hit from this thing. Break the disguise right away with his fast U-turn and then switch out into my check to this, which most likely I don't want to switch into my hard check to this, which is my Kyurem, because I could just go for Play Rough. So I think right here that Fini is the best thing I have to that. It's my most physically Pokemon I have on the team, being max HP, still a bit offensive. So I just switch right into that, predicting a Shadow Claw or Play Rough right here, get the Mist Surge up. I can take the hit and then accordingly go for Moonblast and try to wear this thing down. But here she goes, so Sword Dance right away. Turn 1 setup. So that means I can't switch out right here. I can't switch out right here. I can't allow anything else to take a hit. And I was so close. I was so close on clicking Protect right here. Predicting the Z move because like you know probably, Mimikyu is one of his Z-mons, and the only way to OHKO a Fini is with the Mimikyu Z-move. So I was so close on clicking Protect, but like I said, I couldn't allow this thing to get another Sword Stance up, because my best way of revenge killing this is my Cobalion. If he gets too many Sword Stances up, Cobalion can't basically do the thing, because Ironet is a roll, and he could just go for Shadow Sneaks, and that could kill me and stuff like that. So I can't allow it to get more Sword Stances up, because Any attack from Finny won't KO Mimikyu from full. Even the Choice Flex Shadow Ball won't be KOing it from full. So I could see him go for another Sword Stance right here. So I couldn't allow him to go for attack. So I do just click the Moonblast. And he packs out the Shadow Claw. He was not actually Z-move. So yeah, good thing I didn't click Protect right here. I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything. It would just stall a Misty Terrain. But I do just go for Moonblast right here to bring guaranteed of range of Shadow Claw from my Kyurem and Iron Head from my Cobalion. But like I said, I can switch out right here. He's probably just firing off attacks right here. So I don't have anything which wants to take in. Playrough will KO me from here. Like I said, Playrough had a chance to KO me, but of course there's the miss chance, so smart play of his part to first go for Shadow Claw and then Playrough. But like I see, I can go into my Cabra right here. Right here I decide to go, let me play a bit more out. So right here I decide to go to Cobalion over my Kyurem, because if I lock my Kyurem with Shadow Claw, that's maybe not too preferable. And if I go to Cabra, the Iron Head is very obvious. Since Rain is not up, I outspeed everything on this team. Both of his Rain Sweepers basically resist the Iron Head. If he goes into the Katana on the Iron Head, that is great, because that is my check to Katana. I can just go for close combat. If he goes into the Pelipper, I can bait him to stay in. I can go for a Volt Switch, getting a butt ton of damage on him. So that's why I decided to go to Cabra over Kyurem. I do just click Iron Head. Let's see what he switched into. Which one of his Iron Steel it is. It's gonna be the Pelipper. So I can go for Iron Head right here. And yeah, of course that scenario just sacks Mimikyu, which I would have preferred over everything else I just mentioned, but he does switch out. I do actually get a crit right here, that's why I did so much, so let's tell me this max HP Pelipper. And right here I do just go for Volt Switch, and I do catch him off guard, get a butt ton of damage, and sadly do not kill him. But I bring him in range of rocks, so once I get rocks out with my Cobalion, this Pelipper is dead. Right here I do switch into my Mega Manectric, because, let me pause it a bit, once Manectric is down, because there's a high chance of him going for Hurricane or going for the Scald in the rain, and both of these moves no one of my monsters wants to take. Of course I have monsters which can take a Hurricane, I have monsters which take a Scald, but I don't have monsters which want to take any hit from this, basically, depending on what it is. Like for example, my Rantis can take a Scald, but it doesn't want to take a Hurricane. My Kyurem wants to take a Hurricane, but I don't want to take a Scald and get burnt. So that's why I decided to switch out into my Mega Manectric, because this is the one on which HP matters the least. Since it outspeeds everything in the rain, and outside of rain and in the rain, everything KOs it. So HP on my good boy matters the least. So I decided to go into my Mega Manectric. He does go for the U-turn. So actually could have stayed in, getting my rocks up, and basically deal with this Pelipper, because before his Katana, he won't be ready to get off rocks. But yeah, he does go into his Mega Swampert right now. I do have my check to this, which is my Lurantis, so I'm gonna hard switch into that. Don't want to Mega Evolve and Intimidate and potentially lose my Mega Manectric right away. So I do want to miss his Cypher right here. He does Mega Evolve and decides to go for the... Like, Ice Punch is a play. Ice Punch has a low chance to KO me actually from full, even with leftovers, so I have to be careful with switching my Lurantis in. But he does go for Earthquake. Wanted to play it safe, because I didn't do a calc, but I think Waterfall might not have KO'd me from full because of Intimidate if I stayed in. So Earthquake was a smarter play on his part. I do get leftovers back, and of course I can take Ice Punch from here, and I do just fire off a Leaf Storm right here, because he has really no switch in to a Leaf Storm. Nothing on his team likes taking this hit, and decides to switch into his Ludicolo. And I love that, because Ludicolo is a big threat to my team. Getting around 50% on that would be awesome, but I miss, which is sad. So I have no idea. Like, I don't get any damage on this Ludicolo, which is of course sad. I do hard switch into my Kyurem right here, which is already mentioned in Team Builder, my best check to this Ludicolo, tanking water moves, tanking grass moves, tanking ice moves, predicting the Ice Beam right here from him, of course. Because I ran on the field, but actually does pull up the Scald, and I'm like, no, you have Scald, what? No, don't burn me, don't burn me, don't burn me, don't burn me. He didn't burn me, which is nice, and right here I can just start spamming Ice Beam, because like I mentioned in Team Builder, he has no resist to Ice Beam. Nothing in his team likes taking this wood to it KO, this Ludicolo right here. So I do just go for the Ice Beam, I hit the incoming Swampert, which is nice. And right here I am a bit of a pickle, because, let me pause it right here, my Ranter, since it took one Earthquake, is guaranteed a range of 2 Ice Punches if he decides to go for that. So, right here, I actually decided, okay, I already showed him that Lurantis is my switch in last time, and if I switch in, he goes for 2 Ice Punches, this Swampert can potentially sweep me. So I don't want to hard switch into my Lurantis, and actually want to predict him to go for the Ice Punch, predicting it. So actually stay in right here, go for the Ice Beam, because I know I can take any hit. I can take an Earthquake, I can take a... I can take a Superpower. You go Superpower, I'm dead. But I can take a Power Punch, I can take an Ice Beam, Ice Punch, I can take Earthquake, I can take Waterfalls. All this good stuff. Only annoying part, but of course he goes for Waterfall and flinches me. But I go for Ice Beam just right here. Like I said, bring the Ice Beam and actually outspeed him. That was very surprising for me, and I think very surprising for Aaron as well, because even if I'm Choice Scarf, I shouldn't be able to outspeed a Mega Swampert in the rain if he's max speed Jolly. If he's like some weird element speed invested thing, there might be a scenario where I outspeed, but since he didn't speed creep this Mega Swampert correctly for choice Cafeteria. So I can just go for another Ice Beam right here, potentially killing the Swampert. But he does switch out into his Ludicolo, and I'm like, great, this is one of the monsters I need damage on. I potentially outspeed this as well, since the same base speed as Swampert. There might be the same, the same speed they want to hit. But from this little damage, you can tell that he's Assault Vest. So on one hand, the miss from the Swamp didn't matter as much, because it would have done around the same, just 20 to 30%. But it would have given me information about this Ludicolo, and I wouldn't probably knock myself to Ice Beam, would have gone for Dragon Claw, because Ice Beam won't kill in this thing, but Dragon Claw of course will. So I have a bit of a problem right here. I do switch out right here into my Mega Manectric. Like I said, damage on this thing doesn't matter, and I need something to pivot back into my Kyurem to be able to lock myself into, basically lock myself into a physical move, because special moves won't be killing this thing, being Assault Test and probably with some Def investment. So I do just Mega Evolve here, go right for the Volt Switch, get some chip damage on that, and then go right back into Kyurem, because I do predict him to go for a Giga Drain right here to get some recovery on his Assault Tested Ludicolo. So I do just Volt Switch out back into my Kyurem, and then I can lock myself into a Dragon Claw and basically kill this thing. Do a lot of damage to anything coming in, barring of course the Fini or the what you call it, Katana. Or I could just go for Shadow Claw. Well, I don't think actually, yeah, Shadow Claw. He might be in range of Shadow Claw yet. I'm pretty fully invested, but he does go for Skull. And like, damn, no Giga Drain. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. I know you don't last time, but he does not. He does burn me. Sadly, he does burn me, so yeah, Dragon Claw or Shadow Claw or Fusion Bolt will actually do less to the thing now than my Ice Beam, so... And I will burn Kyurem around. I don't really feel like preserving it. I need more damage on Ludicolo to bring in range of all my other moves. So I actually decide right here to just go for the Ice Beam. Maybe getting a freeze, but there's no way I'm freezing it if he's going for Skull. So I get a crit. And Ludicolo's down. So there we go. Ludicolo is dealt with a lot of hacks. That definitely mattered. Without the crit, I would have been able to kill him. You might say it's just for Leaf Storm miss, but it's difficult to tell which one mattered more. I think the crit on Ludicolo actually mattered more. So I got lucky right there, and right here I do want to preserve my hero because he does actually go into the Mimikyu and not to the Katana, which definitely means he's going for Shadow Sneak, and I can go into my Cobalion and get up my rocks and get rid of the Pelipper. Because once Pelipper is down, not only I kill Pelipper with this, I basically kill the Swampert as well, because in range of everything and sped by everything on my shield, barring Lurentis, which can take a hit. But he does seem to predict that, or I don't know what he actually predicts, but he does predict something and does go hard in the Pelipper, which means sadly he gets one last turn of Rain Up. So, on the turn I get my Starfox up. So of course I do outspeed him right here, and since he is so low and didn't seem physically defensive from the Iron Head damage, he is in range of close combat, so I have no need to go for Volt Switch right here. I do just click the close combat button. He does actually switch right here. Okay, does he have Defog on Katana or something? I don't know, but he does go into Mega Swampert, and I do catch him with the close combat on the switch. He might have predicted the Volt Switch right there, and want to freeze it into Swampert, but I'm not dealing with any of that. I just go for close combat and I kill the Mega Swampert. Like I said, that was not really a prediction. Pelipper was just in range of close combat, so I click that in case he wants to switch into something else. He does go to Katana right here, and even though I'm at -1 defense, I do have the Chopper Barrier, and Katana has nothing to KO me. So I do just go for close combat. I don't want to give him free setup. He is in range of a close combat after rocks, and he actually pulls out the Substitute, which for one is annoying because now I go for close combat and I'm at -2 defense, and for two I of course don't kill him. So now with me being at -2 defense, there actually is a chance that he can kill me with or he will kill me with the Sacred Sword even through the Chopper Barrier right here. So I actually decide right here, okay, he's probably going for another sub, just trying to lower my defenses further and further until he can kill me. So I decide actually to don't deal with that and just switch out into something which can take one, a potential Z Sacred Sword, and can break the sub guaranteed. So I decide to go into my Tornadus, which does both of these things. Of course, resist the fighting, so I can take it from forward. If he goes to Substitute, I can still break that with the Hurricane. So that's what Tornadus is here for. I do just go for Hurricane right here. Of course, it can't miss in the rain. Will guaranteed break this up. It will O-code, of course, a Katana as well. So I do threaten him out after that. And he decides to pull out the Smart Strike. There we go, which won't kill me. From his damage, I can tell that he's max physically offensive. He's not like a timid variant with switch speed boosting, which is awesome. And I can just fire off another Hurricane right here. Basically get a free kill, but he does go into Pelipper. So yeah, Pelipper is down, he sacks that, so I won't get a kill sadly with my Tornadus. Pelipper goes down and he decides to switch. I go for Hurricane, of course it fails because he sacks the Pelipper, and he does switch into Porygon Z right here. And right here I have a decision to make. Because let me pause it. Okay, pause once if he shows up. So there's two Porygon Z sets which I'm scared of. One is the Agility set and one is the Scarf set. If he's agility, I should go for Hurricane right here and KO him, because that KOs him from in range. I'm Sharp Beak, I'm a Hurricane, I'm a Tornadus. He already took rocks damage, he's in range of a Hurricane. So Hurricane KOs him if he's agility set. If he is Scarf set, I need to go for Tailwind to have something to outspeed it and KO it, because the Scarf Porygon Z is only outsped by a Scarf Kyurem. My Kyurem, because of Burn, only has 2 more moves it can go for. After that it dies to Burn. So what I decide right here actually to do is go for Tailwind, because that means if he goes for Agility, I can still go for Hurricane after, and if he's a Scarf set, I can go for Hurricane, he kills me, but I can go basically into my Cobalion and revenge kill this boy. So I do decide to go for the Tailwind right here, which seemed like the smartest move he could go for. Just like I said, if he's Agility, I still outspeed him, and then I can go for Hurricane and kill him. And he does go for the Ice Beam, no Agility though. I do not confirm yet that he's Scarf. He might be Agility and just go for Ice Beam right here, but either way, I have the Tailwind up, and now I can go into my Cobalion, and Cobalion is looking very good right now. Because looking at his team, he has 3 months left. One is the Porygon, one is the Katana, one is Mimikyu. Porygon dies to close combat, Katana dies to combat, Mimikyu dies to Iron Head. I have 4 turns of Tailwind, I'm clicking close combat, and Cobalion is looking nice to sweep right here. I do go for close combat, kill the Porygon Z. And now I have 3 turns of Tailwind left, and there are only 2 months left on Aaron's team. So, Barry, he can outplay me on basically all the turns. He is not doing well. Rain stuffs right here, which doesn't really matter because all his Rain Sweepers are gone. He does go to Mimikyu. That means for me, I'm clicking Aaron. I'm just clicking it safe. Aaron is here in the... He has to make plays right here. Even if he gets every play right, this game is not one hit for yet. So I feel safe just clicking the safe buttons. I go for Iron Head right here. He does pull the double Katana, trying to outplay my Tailwind turns. But like you can see right here, with the Iron Head damage together with Rocks, that is the last time Katana switches into a combination of Iron Head and Rocks. After that I can just click Iron Head, I don't need to click Cross Combat. But right here I do click Cross Combat, because Iron Head of course won't kill him. He does outplay me once again, or predict me once again, and go into Mimikyu, Close Combat, he is of course immune to. I don't get my drops, and this is the last turn of Tailwind, I think. Yes, and now I can just go for Iron Head, because I'm pretty safe right here. Because Katana is in range of Iron Head after he after he takes number Rocks and Iron Head damage, and Mimikyu of course dies to Iron Head, so I can just spam Iron Head right here, and I am fine to basically kill him. He does just go for the Shadow Sneak, so I do kill the Mimikyu right here, get a little bit of damage, because a little bit more, because I'm still at -1 from the close combat versus the Porygon Z. And right here, his only mon left is the Katana, and since I have the Trouble Berry, there's nothing that can kill me. The only thing which has a chance to kill me is the Gracium Z, which is a roll to kill me. Gracium Z Leaf Blade, because I'm at -1 defense. So, I do just go for close combat right here, trying to catch this boy off guard, but he pulls out the Z move, and that is the animation for actually Gracium Z, and I was like, no, damn it. I lose my Cobalion right here, but he is no speed boosting variant, so I always have my Kyurem in the back, which can KO it. I still have my Rantis in the back, which can KO it, so it all depends on differential right here, if he gets the roll or not. And like you can see, after this Blue Doom animation, which Cabra takes right to the face, you can see that Cabra sadly lives on 2 HP, because Cobalion is a boss, and I can go for close combat, KO this thing, and this is the 4-0 win for the Borussia Donphan over the Melbourne Rotoms, and we defeat CybertronVGC and his team. So, let's talk about this match a bit. Match did go very well. Cobalion is a beast, getting 4 kills, and technically 5 kills, because Pelipper dies to Rocks, but that's not how we count in GBA. But either way, Cobalion being the MVP definitely of this game. So, and yeah, 2 big things which happened were, of course, the Ice Beam crit versus the Ludicolo. That was a very big thing, killing Ludicolo. Like, it just made me preserve my Kyurem, and that probably made him play a different way. Like, Kyurem didn't hit the field again after that, but it was always a failsafe versus the non-Scarf Katana, non-Speed Boosting Katana, so it definitely made him play a different way. So I can't deny that it had a big impact on the game. And the other big thing, of course, was the Kyurem Black outspeeding the Swampert. That was another big thing, because otherwise my Kyurem would have been dead after the Power Punch. He could have just gone for a second Power Punch there, and then he would be a +2 Mega Swampert, which does kill my Rantis. And then my only chance of basically dealing with the Mega Swampert would have been either to outplay him in all the turns, like what he tried, or to sack my Tornadus and go for Tailwind to have something to outspeed him and kill him, like my Mandarin, for example. But that means I wouldn't have played Tailwind anymore for late game, because my Tornadus of course dies in the rain after to a +2 Swampert Mega Ice Punch. And that means Porygon Z would have been a problem. So yeah, the game could have gone a very different way if that Swampert was enough speed for a Scarf Kyurem. So I have to watch out for that in the rematch. And of course it would have been different if my Kyurem would have died to the Ludicolo instead of killing it with a crit Ice Beam. So I can't deny that luck was in my favor. Of course I got the 1 Leaf Storm miss, which made me play a different way as well. But in general, I can't deny that I had some yeah, some hacks in my favor. Let's end it on that. But yeah, that is all from me. If you enjoyed this match, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe. Definitely hit out Aaron for his narration of the match. Check out all the people I shouted out at the beginning. But yeah, that is all from me. Borussia Donphan are 2-1. We are back on track for rising to the championship of the GBA. So give me some hashtag rollers to the cup in the comments. That is all from me. I will see you another time. Ciao.